All right, so what you can expect when you go to a conference, typically um, there are some general sessions where everyone who's attending are going to be in part of those sessions. There's going to be what we call breakout sessions, so smaller topics. Think about like smaller classes that are going to happen at the same time. Sometimes there'll be activities going on. And so where you find that information is in the schedule or the agenda. Okay. So because the agenda starts at 8 a.m., it's a good idea for us to get there the night before on Sunday. Okay. So that way we don't have to leave San Antonio at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And so we would leave on Sunday at some point. We'd figure all that out. Whoever is going, we'll coordinate schedules. So we'll leave Sunday, and then on Monday, looks like they have some excursions, which are basically things that are happening off property. Registration will be opened. A vendor village is going to be kind of like a trade show. So it'll be an opportunity. I have no idea who's going to be at the trade show. But oftentimes it's a great place to go and network, meet people from different, I'm assuming it's all going to be tourism and travel related. So great opportunity to network there. This is going to be like an example of a general session. So they're going to be welcoming everybody. And then different types of sessions that will be going on during that time. If you do go, then there will be a 30-minute college student orientation. I have never been to this conference before. I've never taken students. And so this is my first time attending the conference, so I'm excited. I do know Erica Boyd, she's the president and CEO of the Texas Travel Alliance. So I work with her on a couple of board of directors. And so then a lot of this will be information about tourism and travel in Texas. Okay. In this session, when you see an agenda like this, from 3:45 to 4:30, there's 4 different breakout sessions. So you can go and choose to be at whichever one speaks to you the most. Okay. We don't all have to go to the same conference session. For one of those that it's breakout sessions to the options. Okay. Now this is just a draft. This may be completely different, not completely different, but there may be some changes when we get to the conference. They'll give you like the actual one. Okay. So more session information. There's going to be a cocktail reception from 5:30 to 6:15. If you are not over 21, this is not the time to test the validity of your fake ID. Okay. Just enjoy some non-alcoholic beverages. If you are over the age of 21, remember that you are on a school trip. You're representing St. Philip's, and you're also representing yourself to potential future employers. So you want to make sure you enjoy alcohol responsibly. Okay. And then there'll be an opening night event, whatever that is going to be. And then the next day, again, they'll provide us breakfast, vendor village open, and then all of the different options for breakout sessions. There'll be a networking luncheon. So this will give you an opportunity to experience what a kind of an association or like a networking luncheon kind of ahead of if you haven't already gone to AHA, which I don't think we will. That'll be that same week. Cocktail meetup with Texas Monthly. So again, networking. There will be an awards gala that night. So this is like their big awards dinner that they do to recognize different people in the industry. So Texas Travel, TTA, this is probably going to be, if you do go, I'll get together with everybody and we'll figure out, kind of a packing list of what types of attire you should be bringing. This would definitely be something that you would want to dress business professional. Okay, suit if you have it. If not, at least like a shirt and tie. Ladies, professional attire, interview attire, essentially. Okay, and then Wednesday, there'll just be a couple of things, like one little panel, and then that's pretty much it. So we would leave shortly after 10 or so, 11 o'clock, maybe by noon on Wednesday to get back to San Antonio. Okay. Um, we will, all the meals that are provided throughout the conference. In addition to that, St. Philip's College, anytime you travel, we get what's called a per diem. Anybody know what that means? What does diem mean? It means day, right? Ever heard the phrase carpe diem, seize the day? Okay. So per day is basically the money that you are allotted per day for food and drinks, like for food and beverages, right? And lodging as well, but lodging's already taken care of. So in this case, for St. Philip's College, when you travel, you get $59 per day. Okay. And a half day of a travel day, you'd only get half of that. What is that? $29.50. Okay. And so based on how many meals that are the conference provides for you, they take away from that $59, right? If the conference doesn't provide any food for you, then you would have up to $59 for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Okay. The way that I calculated it just now before class started is between our travel days, each person would get about $90. So I would get that from the college first and give it to you, and you are responsible for how you spend that $90. Okay. That would cover your food on the day that we travel. So if we leave in the afternoon, then that would probably be dinner, right? When we get to Houston, you'd be on your own for paying for dinner. When we come back, since we're leaving about 10, that'll probably be lunch. If we stop for lunch somewhere along the way, that would cover your lunch expenses, and any other meals that you purchase. Okay. So outside of what the conference provides. So in this case, I think if I calculated it correctly, hopefully I did, then it'd be about $90 per person that I would give you in advance so that you can have that. And if you want to go to McDonald's and spend $10 and take the other $80 for whatever, that's totally fine. Okay. That's how per diem works. They just you either have the option of using a per diem or returning in receipts. And turning in receipts is so much harder. It's such more a longer process. So it's easier just to take the $59 and then use that money to pay for things. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns about that? Okay. So now after all of that information, who thinks they might be interested in attending the conference? Okay. So no, you're just going to tell me. Yeah. Because I will have to process all the paperwork. I have all your forms already. I just need to process the paperwork so this college will agree we have the funding right now to pay for it. So yeah. So that was, let's see, Mark, right? Okay. And David? Yes? Okay. And remind me your name, please. Sorry? Samantha. Thank you, Samantha. Oh, I got you already. Yes. I got you, Leah. Okay, so right now I have Antonia, Oscar, Leah, Samantha, Yasmin, Sarah, Cassandra, Mark, David. Anybody else? Okay. Now, you are responsible if you have class on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, you are responsible. You have to basically ask permission from your teachers to go to a conference like this. Okay. Because you don't want to just go in and assume, hey, Mr. Uminski said I have this conference I have to go to, so I need to miss your class. No. Okay. I don't want other professors upset with me. So if that is the case, you just need to make sure. Let me double check one thing real quick. Yes.
My professor other class, so that means we won't have that class that day.
Yeah, it's our final exam week anyways. Oh. So we would be in good shape for that one for professionalism. Somebody sent me an email about this. Let me just double check so I have my numbers correct. Okay. So it looks like okay, cool. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh man, I have to get like a 12 passenger van. Awesome. Okay, cool. So this is really exciting. I have been wanting to go to this conference for a long time. This is a Texas statewide. So you're going to see a lot, you're going to meet a lot of executive um, people, executive positions from really prominent and really, for lack of better words, kind of big hitters in the tourism and travel industry in the state of Texas. So this is really exciting. Erica has asked me to be on her board of directors. I'm already on 4. I was like, I need to take a break. I was like, let me get my doctorate first, and then I'll consider it. Okay, so I got this done.